Hi, this is Juan for Boynton Pro Audio in the Music Square store, and we were just listening to the brand new Quilter InterBlock 45 guitar amp. Now this little guy is smaller than the average effects pedal, but it's actually a full 45 watt guitar amplifier with a full EQ section, with a gain control, with an effects loop, and it even has an emulated direct out, and we even have some options with that emulated direct out. So let's quickly go over the front panel. We'll talk about all the options we have with the amplifier, and then we'll talk a little bit about some of the guitar tones that we heard at the beginning of the video, how we got them, and some cool options that you have while running the InterBlock 45 in your own guitar rig. So following our signal path from the input, we go into the gain control. We have a high control, middle control, and low control, and we have a 2-position EQ voicing switch. Now the gain control works a little bit differently than something like the Quilter Overdrive 200. With the Overdrive 200, you could crank the gain control and get into really sort of molten metal high gain guitar tones. The gain control on the InterBlock 45, it almost works a little bit like the power section of a tube amp. So set really from 0 to about 12 o'clock, it stays pretty clean, and then past 12 o'clock, it kind of grinds up a little bit. Now, the InterBlock 45's gain control, really, if you're going to be playing country music and you want just a little bit of sizzle, you're using a Telecaster, and you're going to ride your guitar's volume control, this is probably the only gain you're going to need is coming right from the InterBlock 45. If you're playing classic rock or playing heavier music, you'll probably want to use your favorite distortion or overdrive pedal in conjunction with the InterBlock 45. But that was kind of the whole point with this thing. It's really designed to be a pedal platform to use with your existing pedals and be sort of a one-stop solution. With the 2-position EQ switch, we have a vintage voicing, which is going to kind of follow a Fender-style tone stack, so it's a little brighter. And then when we switch it to the left, we sort of have a full EQ section, which is a little fatter, a little flatter sounding. And this particularly takes drive pedals really well. So you can kind of experiment with your existing pedals and kind of find an EQ voicing that works for you. Moving along, we have a speaker out jack. Now this is great so we can power our favorite speaker cabinet if we want to. And at the same time, if we want to go direct, either to a PA system or right into your recording interface, there's a great emulated direct out, and even that has a couple of voicing options. So set to the right, it sort of follows the EQ curve of a guitar speaker cabinet. Set to the left, it's flat. So if you're going to be using an acoustic guitar, if you're going to be using a keyboard or electric piano, that flatter sort of option is going to work really well for you. Now, if that all wasn't enough, we have a headphone out, which is our same as our emulated direct out if we want to do that. And we also have a full effects loop. Now the effects loop section comes after the gain and EQ voicings. So if you have delays or reverb pedals that you want to use or would normally use in a full-blown amplifier's effects loop, this is a great spot for that. And the sneaky part is the effects loop return will split 50-50 with your guitar signal, and if you want to run something like backing tracks, you can plug an iPod into it, you can run right out of your laptop into it, and then either go straight to the PA system if you want to do that, or if you're going to be using this with your headphones, you can have everything really right in the same box. As far as the guitar tones in the beginning of this video, it was a 50-50 split. All of the clean guitars with the white guitar and the distorted guitars with the gold guitar were using the direct out right from the Quilter set to the cab position, and the rest of the guitars were used with an impulse response of a Celestion greenback. And the way we did that was we actually went out of the effects loop send of the InterBlock 45 straight into our recording interface and added an impulse response of a Celestion greenback after the fact. Now this also opens up another really cool option that we can use with the InterBlock 45. There are a lot of great impulse response hosting pedals that are super compact that would fit right on your board. So if you love the sound of, let's say Van Halen 1 and you've got a great Marshall in a box distortion pedal that you really like, you could come right out of the effects loop send of the InterBlock 45, take advantage of Quilter's amazing sounding preamp, and go right into an impulse response hosting pedal that you can get for around 99 bucks, and then you'd still, with the cost of the InterBlock 45 and the impulse response hosting pedal, be less money than, say one of the bigger, Quilter block amplifiers, and you'd get some great direct sounds. At the same time, the direct out sounds fantastic too. The only thing we'd want to do with that to kind of follow the EQ curve of a pedal, you kind of want to leave the treble control or the high control set a little on the dark side on the InterBlock 45, and then just make it up after the fact, either in the PA system or in your recording interface. Super easy to do. Every sound engineer will be able to do that for you, and then you'll be able to take advantage of the great direct out, as well as having some impulse response options if you want to do that too. So if you're after a super compact, no compromise, excellent sounding little guitar amp that'll fit right on your pedal board, that'll power your favorite speaker cabinet, or let you go direct right to the front of house and not have to lug around a ton of stuff, the Quilter InterBlock 45 is a fantastic option. With its multiple EQ voicings, full effects loop, multiple direct out options, and it'll even power your favorite cabinet, you really can't go wrong with this thing. So if you have any more questions about the InterBlock 45 or any of the other Quilter amplifiers in the line, we proudly carry the entire Quilter line, give us a call at 1-877-SOUND-01. You can email us at sales@boyntonproaudio.com. And if you'd like to check out one of these for yourself, head over to www.boyntonproaudio.com and you can pick one up straight from us. So if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more videos like it, be sure to like the video, hit the subscribe button, and stay tuned because we have some more cool videos on the way. Thanks, take care.